Okay, hi McKenna. I'm again finding so much value in looking at these things, um, and talking about things that we can work on. I was thinking about it from this perspective. I always try to be sensitive to the coach that you have, but I taught you in lessons and tell you things that I think you should be doing. And the fact that we're looking at video and talking about the same things shouldn't matter. Just don't show these to your coach because I've spent the last couple of weeks trying to help coaches in another club. It's like pounding your head against a wall. I mean, these people are, and I'm not saying Tyler is. I think Tyler's a pretty good coach. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Adams. Adam, I taught how to play, for heaven's sake, so he knows what to do. He took lessons from me for a whole year. So most people, their ego just can't take somebody else telling them what, should or shouldn't be done. And the interesting thing is, McKenna, a buddy of mine, I told you he's a coach at Notre Dame in Indiana. He lost his job. The staff was let go to bring the coach of Washington, Jim McLaughlin, who's not a friend, but he's a guy I played against for many years when I was playing. He played at Santa Barbara when we played at Long Beach, and he played on the beach. But I called him just, to offer my condolences stuff. We talked for a little while, and we talked about quicks and what's being taught nowadays at the next level. And I told him what I'm seeing is this slow tempo, this tempo that's just a second tempo or third tempo, which is so hard to defend. And he agreed. He just said a lot of times you guys are coming to them with this thing already ingrained in you, but they get such big middle hitters that they don't mind, that slower tempo because those hitters are 6'3", sometimes even bigger, and they could look around and hit that low too, which is what you're about to set right now. I just don't agree with it. So I went to a tournament, Little Jocelyn and Isabella's tournament this weekend, and a kid that played for me many years ago, Casey Kreider, played at Pepperdine, and then he played professionally in Holland for a while. And he's now coaching at Stanford. And again, we talked about this process of what and how the middle should be run. And he actually had a 14-year-old team at this tournament. And they were the number one seed. I don't know if they won the tournament or not. I left. I didn't want to stay. I told you before, volleyball is very boring for me to watch. But when it comes to helping you guys, I'll watch it all day long. And his team was running that same slow tempo, but they're 14 years old. And, I explained to him, Casey, and this is a kid that I coached for, he and his brother, I coached for years and years. His explanation was it's too hard for 14-year-olds to do it. Well, wait a minute, you did. I mean, I've taught 14-year-olds to do it forever. So I have another phone call, so hold on. Hey, I'm actually in the middle of recording right now. Can I call you right back? Okay, thank you. Bye. It's funny because, Sylvia, now you're going to look at this video probably, and the call that I just got was from you. So anyway, back to McKenna. You can teach kids. It just takes time, and you have to be patient. And you have to give them time. A lot of times what coaches are doing when they're coaching you guys in club and high school and stuff, they're just trying to win. Well, especially at younger age groups, and I'm sorry, sophomores in high school, that's a young age group. I mean, we only care about your varsity career, to be honest with you. 17s is the most important year, 17-year-olds, because that's when people are going to start looking at you to play at the next level. So I disagreed with him. And you got to understand, even though he's at Stanford and I'm in Granite Bay, sitting in, Loomis, I did teach him. And, he ran the quick tempo when he was at Pepperdine with his hitters. So, and he was very respectful. Casey's a great kid. Gosh, he's wonderful. And he'll be a D1 coach at some point in his life. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. So anyway, I digress. This is a great tool for me to help you. And I'm going to start putting more video on your website, McKenna, so we can work on things during the weekend. This is for me and you. Maybe your mother, okay? But our eyes only. We're not to show anybody this. Don't give anybody your website address. It's for you. And I want you to send me video. Mom knows how. I showed her how to compress and put those videos up on YouTube while you're playing. I think you're in Vegas this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you are. But send me the video. I'll stay at home, and when I get it, I'll go over the top of it, put it back on your website, and you can look at those things. So anyway, it was just a introduction here to what I want to start doing with your website here. I'm going to put your videos in sequence on your website, so from oldest to newest. So if you want to look at the newest ones, just choose the one that's last. Okay, oldest on the left, newest on the right. But we've talked about this before, and I looked at this video a minute ago. It's super short. But we've talked about what your posture looks like when you set your quick and how much of a giveaway that is. And, you know, of course you're getting better. But what I would like to do, McKenna, is take the tournaments, each match, and work on one specific thing that you can improve upon instead of trying to do the whole thing at one time. You don't want to pile on with kids. You really don't. You want to work on one thing at a time, because then their confidence gets built and you're not, you know, overwhelming them with a multitude of things that need to be done. And a lot of times what coaches will do, they'll just start saying things. Then you start processing. Before you know, you got 10 things you got to fix. And that's just too hard for human beings to do. You can work on one thing at a time. So anyway, introductory video talking about what we're going to do. Send me video from this weekend. I'll go over the top of it, talk over the top of it, and put it right back on your website. They'll all be on your website, McKenna-Sutherland.com, so you can just go to one place versus going to your email and all that stuff. So that's what I would like to do. This is a video. This is what I would like you to work on this weekend, is deception in your quick. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. These pop-ups drive me absolutely insane. I can't get rid of them. So there you are. We've talked about you squishing down to set your quick, and how much of a dead giveaway this is to this middle blocker. And you can see you're already starting to go down. Your posture changes. This is not what your 4 or your 5 looks like. So the commitment is going to be significantly greater from this person to block this ball. But more importantly, if I'm over here on the left, I'm going to help join it. If I see, if you're going to tell them, you might as well turn around and tell her what you're setting. Look, I'm setting a quick. Then all 3 of them are going to block it. And you get my point. We've talked about it enough that we don't have to talk about it anymore. But you saw, I'm going to show you again. And one more time, I'm sorry. See how you're squished down, okay, to set your quick. And this is not even what your feet look like to set your 4 or 5. We've talked about this before. There's a little bit of stagger in your right foot, but not much. And I think you get my point. So one thing to work on this weekend, what I would like to see for your eyes and my eyes, is for your posture to be the same on your 4, your back 5, your X, your slide, and your quick. Don't squish down, and I know you know what I'm talking about, to set this. Don't give it away. Let's do that if we can. Hopefully we can see it this weekend. So there you are. Pretty quick one here, but just kind of like I said, introducing you to the thoughts that I have and what I would like to start doing during your tournaments. Okay, I'm going to let it run, and it's all done. So there you are, and let's get in the process. I can't be everywhere. I can't be at every tournament, nor do I want to be, and I'm certainly not going to Las Vegas. So let's start using this tool. It's pretty helpful. All right, have a great day.